All right, everyone. Again, my name is Professor Matthew Gargano, and I am your instructor for E242 Career Development. This particular video, I want to talk about grading and rubrics. Again, as I said in the other video, there's a series of 3 videos that you need to watch. I try to be thorough because I want you guys to be successful in this course. I want your experience in my courses, period, to be above and beyond what you thought that this course could be. That's my reward, is when I have students say, "Wow, that was an amazing course. It was way more than I thought," or "I had to take it because it was required, but you know what? I learned so much. It was amazing." So that's what gratifies me. So that being said, this is the video, 2 of 3. First video is establishing a firm foundation. Second video is on course navigation. And the third video, which is where you're here now, is on grading and rubrics. Let me talk first about rubrics. I am one of those professors who takes a lot of time to create what's called a rubric. A rubric simply is, I don't expect you to read this, I'm just showing you the rubric of what it looks like, but you'll actually see them in your specific assignments. A rubric is a guideline, a very detailed guideline that gives you, based on if you do this, this is what your grade will be. So I spend a lot of time and care because I want you to be successful in painstakingly giving you everything that you need to include for each of your assignments. I'm very transparent. I include each of the rubrics for each of the written assignments. I include what I'm going to grade. So you have everything. You have everything up front. I don't want you to have any surprises. I want you to be able to concentrate on the content and on doing well. So I give you everything you need. I tell you, if you do this, if you do this, if you do this, this is what your grade's going to be. If you don't do this, if you don't do this, this is what your grade's going to be. Okay, so very simple. So in terms of personalized, customized grading feedback, this is what I use, the rubric. So let me talk a little bit about this. Now, the rubrics are specifically for written assignments only. I do not do the rubrics for the discussion posts and replies, and I'll talk about those separately. And I do not do rubrics for the live classroom assignments. I do rubrics for all of your module written assignments. So what happens is, you'll go into each module. So you'll go into your first module 1, you'll go through and read all your lesson content, make sure you understand it. Then you'll go into your assignments. You'll pick your first written assignment. So for the first one, for module 1, it's your module 1 resume assignment, contact and summary statement, right? So you'll have the instructions on what you need to do. Up in the left-hand corner, you'll see a little square that says rubric. You click on that and boom, there you go. You've got everything you need. This is the way I am going to grade your assignment. This is the way I'm going to grade each of your assignments. Again, I came up with these rubrics so you would have them as a tool to know exactly how I'm going to grade. So when I say personalized grading feedback, this is it, right? You've got 3 categories. It's below expectations, meets expectations, exceeds expectations. That's how you'll be graded, and it shows you what is below, what is meets, what is exceeds. So when you get your grade back, in addition to using this rubric to know how you need to do the assignment, I'm going to give you a completed rubric back for each assignment. So you'll simply go there. Oh, I got such and such a grade. Why did I get this a grade? Well, you go there and I'm going to tell you. Now, there's 3 areas of feedback on here. The general one is you'll just either see these boxes clicked. So you'll say, okay, based on the boxes that are clicked, I know what I did or I didn't do. There's also a second level of grading feedback was, if I choose to add additional notes under each specific box, you'll see a little note field that I'll say, change this or do this or do this. Then there's a general an overview general comments box at the bottom. So at a minimum, you will have boxes checked, which you will know exactly why you got the grade you have. You may have boxes checked and you may have a little bit additional notes from me. And you may have boxes checked with a little notes and you may have some general feedback down here. So my point is, when you go to get your grade feedback, this is the tool I use to give you the personalized, individualized grade feedback you need for each written assignment. So again, use the rubric. I put it out there, all transparent, all out there. So your grade is your grade. But again, I want to position you to be successful so you have everything you need to start well, to do well, and to finish well. Now, let's talk about the discussion post. Here's what I look for. In the discussion post, it's very simple. You're graded on your initial post, and when you're posting your initial post, I'm looking to make sure that you responded and covered everything that the discussion post question is asking you. Very simple. So if you responded to it and you covered it, boom, there you go. If you didn't, then I'm gonna take points off for it and tell you why. Equally as important is you must reply constructively and substantively to at least one of your classmates' posts. So those two conditions needs to be met. You have to post an initial substantive post responding and addressing everything that the post asked for, and then you need to reply to a fellow classmate's post, and again, constructively and substantively. That you can't just say, oh, yeah, great point, or yeah, that was interesting. You need to add value. I really liked when you said because ... Or I really would like to add to what you said, blah, 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 right? So you can have an outstanding initial post, but if you don't reply to at least one classmate's post, you've lost 50% of your grade right off the bat. Conversely, if I only see a reply to a classmate, but I don't need to see initial response, you're going to lose 50%. So you got to have both of those to have a complete grade. Here's the other thing. When you're replying to posts, keep it positive and keep it constructive, okay? We're not tearing down. We're not breaking down. You're looking at the post, and we're not doing all, rainbows and butterflies either. But what I'm saying is you keep it positive. You're there to encourage each other, to add value, to build each other up, right? So, wow, I really liked when you said blah, 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 because blah, blah, blah. Or I agree with your point because blah, blah, blah. Or this was awesome, maybe add blah, 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 that type of stuff. So again, we're adding value, constructively adding value. Then the third thing is the live classroom discussions. The live classroom discussions, very simple instructions for each of the live classroom assignments. So very straightforward, very simple. You don't need a rubric. You just have to make sure you answer the very, very simple and straightforward information or what I'm asking in each of the live classroom assignments. For the most part, with the exception of the first and the last two, the three in the middle are going to follow the same questioning format, like I said, but the other remaining three will be a little different. But again, no rubric necessary. So again, I know this will help. I'm all about giving you guys the tools that you need so you can learn lots, grow, and you can start well and finish well. So thank you very much for your time. I look forward to working with you throughout the weeks to come, and peace out.